Good morning, students. Today I start the lesson 13, that is sound. Okay, already 3 lessons it will be over. Lesson 11, 12 and then force pressure, friction and chemical effects of electric current. This is the 4th lesson. This is the lesson 13, that is sound. Sound is a form of energy. It will be the sensation of our ears. It will be produced by our sensation of our ears. That the energy will be heard by our eyes, ears. That is the energy. Okay, that is a form of energy. It will be heard by our ears. In sound, it will be created in various ways. And then in our day-to-day life, we hear the various different sounds till our morning wake up, and then it will be that the time we went to sleep. Morning endikirande night thoongura varaikum we hear our various sounds. In the morning alarm, and then cackle of cock, and then alarm sound and TV sound, radio sounds, and then various sounds, cooking sound, water flowing, the tap sound. All the sounds will be here in day-to-day life, and my sounds also. Okay, so that all the sounds will be heard in day-to-day life, but how the sound it will be produced, we doesn't know. Okay, how the sound it will be travel from one place to another place. We discuss about this in this chapter. The sound it will be, what's the way the sound it will be produced, what's the way the sound it will be travel, and then we communicate our words from one person to another person by using their sounds. And animals also it will be communicate the sounds. Different animals will create the different sounds to be communicate with one by one to another. Then first we discuss what's the way the sound it will be produced. Okay, first the production of sound. So in this video, the production and propagation of sound. So first, production of sound. So production of sound, what's the way the sound it will be produced? So vibrating any one object to be produce sounds. We touch your finger on your throat, you have to sing in any song, and you have to tell something. We have to feel the vibrating in the vocal cords. So that is the vibrating any one object to be create sound. Okay, then take one metal plate and taking one spoon. You have a metal stick. The metal stick it will be striking on the plate will be vibrating to produce sound. That is the two activities. One is vibrating the vocal cords to be creating the sound, and second one, striking a metal stick on the plate will be create the sound. Okay, then holding one rubber plastic strip or plastic rubber, you have to vibrating the center part. Sorry, you have to strike your finger by using your finger the rubbers to be vibrate to produce sound. Okay, then you keep the metal scale on the table. Striking the metal scale, it will be vibrate to producing sound. So this is the way the sound it will be produced. So what's the different way the sound it will be produced, it will be analyzed in this chapter. So sound it will be produced by vibrating objects. Okay, so and then a book having the two activities to be produce the sound. First, taking one glass bowl is halfly filled with the water. Okay, you taking one wooden stick. You have to beat the top side of the glass bowl, and does not applying the greater force on the glass bowl. Okay, so you have to gently apply the force on the top side of the glass bowl. The water in the glass bowl it will be vibrating to be produce sound. This is the one activity. So first activity, you have to choose one glass bowl is halfly filled with the water. We use the wooden stick to strike on the top side of the glass bowl. The water in the glass bowl it will be vibrate to produce sound. This is the first activity. And the musical instrument it will be vibrate the string to be produce sounds. Violin, guitar, and various musical instruments to be vibrate the string to be produce sounds. Okay, so the musical instruments will be working to be create a pleasant sound by vibrating the string. And then one musical instrument, that is jaltorang it will be created by using the various bowls. 6 metal bowls you have to take. Okay, 6 jaltorang. How to make the jaltorang? Jaltarang, it will be used the 6 bowls, 6 metal bowls, okay, 6 metal bowls. Fill the water in the different levels at the individual bowls. ஒவ்வொரு பவுல்லையும் வாட்டர் ஃபில் பண்ணணும். ஒவ்வொன்றிலையும் வேறு வேறு லெவலில், ஒன்னில் 3/4, ஒன்னில் half, 1/4, one in between the quarter and to half, and in between the half to 3/4, and in between the 3/4 to full. So one bowl it will be in a full, so that the way the water will be filled in the individual bowls in the different manner. Okay, then using this two streaks and one streak and third streak, using the two streaks you have to beat the 6 bowls continuously. Okay, so creating the pleasant and unpleasant sound it will be produced in the jaltarang. Jaltarang is nothing but 6 bowls. Okay, 6 metal bowls. Okay, 6 metal bowl எடுத்துக்கோங்க. 6 metal bowலையும் different வேல water fill பண்ணிக்கோங்க. 2 sticks metal sticks எடுத்துட்டு மாற்றி ஒவ்வொரு பவுலே அடிங்க. It will be create the different sounds by vibrating the water levels in the each bowls. ஒவ்வொரு பவுலில் இருக்கக்கூடிய வாட்டர் லெவலை பொறுத்து நீங்கள் பீட் பண்ண ஒவ்வொரு பவுல்லையும் என்ன செய்யும், சவுண்ட்ஸ் வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட் சவுண்ட்ஸ் வந்து க்ரியேட் ஆகும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் jaltarang. Jaltarang is one musical instrument. It will be used in the earlier time. Jaltarang it will be created by using the 6 metal bowls. It's filled with the water. You have to beat one by one the metal bowl. The metal bowl it will be create the sound. So you have to make in a home using the 6 metal bowls. Okay, so it will create the sound by using the 6 metal bowls. You have to make the jaltarang instrument. Okay, this is the way the sound will be produced. This the experiment, the water in the bowl to be vibrate will be create the sound. So isolate the water molecules in the bowl to be create the sound. This is called jaltarang. This is the way the sound will be produced. Okay, then sound will be produced by our humans. In the human tongue it will be create the sound. Okay, human tongue and then throat and then all the thing to produce the different sounds. First, what's the way the sound will be produced in the by humans? Sound will be produced by humans. Okay, in humans this is the respiratory system board. Okay, this is the respiratory system board. This board having this part is larynx. Okay, so this is called trachea. This is the respiratory system. Respiratory systemல இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு லாங்கான, நீங்கள் எப்படி உன்னோட த்ரோட் பக்கத்தில் எப்படி தொட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த லாங் one narrow tube it will be going, that the narrow tube it will be called trachea. Okay, that is the breathing path. The breathing path, as the upper side of the breathing path having one part, that is larynx. Larynx having the 2 vocal cords is across with each other, that is the 2 vocal cords. The 2 vocal cords having one slit is in between. Okay, with one slit is between. We have to breathe, we have to speak anything. The lungs it will be supply, lungs it will be expel the air. The air it will be moving the trachea part. The vocal cord in the larynx slit is there, so the air it will be moving the slit part. Vocal cords to be vibrate and slit will be create that sounds. That the way the sound will be created in your mouth. Okay, so again I tell that this is the larynx part. Okay, larynx, that is the top side of the trachea part. Respiratory systemக்கு மேலே இருக்கக்கூடிய டாப் சைடில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பார்ட் தான் லாரிங்ஸ். ஓகே, லாரிங்ஸில் வோக்கல் கார்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். அந்த வோக்கல் கார்ட்ஸ்க்கு இடையில ஸ்லிட் இருக்கும். ஏர் வந்து லங்ஸ்லேருந்து எக்ஸ்பெல் ஆனோடனே இந்த ட்ரக்கியா பார்ட் வழியாக வந்து இந்த நடுவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த வோக்கல் கார்டுக்கு நடுவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ட்ரக்கியா பார்ட் ஸ்லிட்டு வழியாக வெளியில் வரும். அப்படி வெளியில் வரும்போது ஸ்லிட்டுக்கு இடையில இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த வோக்கல் கார்ட்ஸ் வைப்ரேட் ஆகும். வைப்ரேட் ஆகிறதுனால சவுண்டு ஹியர் ஆகும். இது வழியாக நம்ம வந்து பேசுவோம். ஓகே, ஸோ த சவுண்ட் வில் பி ப்ரொடியூஸ்ட் பை ஹியூமன்ஸ் பை யூஸிங் த vocal cords, that is called vocal cords, larynx and trachea. And then epiglottis it will be present in this side. Epiglottis it will be divide the food pipe and windpipe. Windpipe-ஐயும் food pipe-ஐயும் பிரிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பார்ட் தான் epiglottis. Suppose you eat the food, the epiglottis will be closed and it will be because the food it will be going to the breathing area. Okay, so that the way the preparation of sound by humans. Humans by using their larynx and vocal cords. Larynx it will be located at the top side of their vocal cords, and top side of the larynx, and larynx having the two, that is called vocal cords. Then one slit it will be having, the air will be expelled from the lungs, the air it will be vibrate the two vocal cords, the two vocal cords to be vibrate to be create the sound between the slits. The slit la air ponone vocal cord vibrate agi sound create panum, and the sound da nama pesra sound. Then sound it will be differ from your chick, tongue, okay, unoda chick, tongue, இதனாலலாம் உங்களுடைய சவுண்ட் வந்து சேஞ்சஸ் ஆகிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஓகே, ஸோ தென் vocal cord will be fixed the some muscles, fixed by some muscles in your body. The muscles sometimes will be loose and tight. So according to the muscles stretch and loosing, the vocal cord to be vibration it will be differ. So different dependence of vocal cord vibration with sound it will be produced by humans. சவுண்ட் ஹியூமனில் எப்படி ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுதுன்னா லாரிங்ஸ் அண்ட் vocal cords சொல்லியா, vocal cord நடுவில் ஒரு ஸ்லிட் இருக்கும், ஏர் வெளியில் போனால் ஏர் vocal cord வைப்ரேட் ஆகி சவுண்ட் க்ரியேட் ஆகும். இந்த சவுண்டு எதனால் டிஃபர் ஆகும்னா vocal cord ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு மசில் இருக்கும், அந்த மசிலுடைய strengthen and loosen பொறுத்து. ஸோ contract and loosen of vocal cords it will be create the sounds, difference the sound. Different sound will be created by using the muscles will be tightened to the vocal cords, and then cheek and tongue will be create the different sounds of different sounds. This is the way the sound will be produced by humans. Okay, the sounds will be created by the humans, and then the sound will be produced by using your leaves. Leaves you have to fold it, once it will be making, the air it will be flown by using your mouth. The leaves will be closed, the air will be falling the slit, the leaves will be vibrate to produce sounds. This is one activity. And then what's the way the sound it will be propagate, that all are the production of sound. Next we will go for propagation of sound. Propagation of sound. Sound will be propagated in various ways. It will be travels in the medium. Sound it will be need a medium to propagate. Okay, so first sound will be propagated by liquids, solids. Sound will be travels through solid. Sound will be travels through solids. Take one I explained one activity to explain that sound will be travels through solids. Okay, so we keep our ear and on the table. Okay, you sit on one stool, you keep your ear on one side of the table, and you stretch your hands. Okay, you stretch your hands, you scratching the table. Okay, scratching the table, scratch to be vibrate the atoms in the table, and then the sound it will be travels through the solid, and it will be hear the sound and the your lying part. Okay, நீங்கள் ஒரு டேபிளில் இப்படி ஒன் சைடாக உங்களுடைய ஹெட்டை வச்சுட்டு இந்த சைடில் நீங்கள் ஸ்க்ராட்ச் பண்ணிங்க அப்படின்னா the scratching sound it will be travels through the solid, it will be here at the your lying part. Okay, that is called sound it will be travels through solids. And second one, sound it will be traveled through liquids. Sound it will be travels through liquids. What's the way? I tell one activity to explain that sound it will be travels through liquids. Take one container is filled with the water. The container will be keep on the table. Okay, then take one bell. The bell it will be immersed to the bottom side of the water level, and then you keep the ear on the top side of the water level. You have to make the bell, it will be ringing. The bell sound will be here the top side of the water level. That is called current will be passing on the current will be travels through liquids. அதாவது ஒரு கண்டெய்னர் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, அதில் வாட்டர் ஃபில் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. அந்த வாட்டரை ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு பெல்லை எடுத்து வாட்டருக்கு கீழே வச்சு நீங்கள் ஷேக் பண்ணுறீங்க. வாட்டர் லெவலுக்கு மேலே உங்களுடைய இயரை வச்சு கேளுங்க. உள்ளே நீங்கள் பெல் ரிங் பண்ணும்போது அந்த வாட்டர் லெவலுக்கு மேலே இருக்கக்கூடிய உன்னோட இயருக்கு அதனுடைய சவுண்ட் வந்து கேட்கும். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த கரண்ட் சவுண்ட் இட் வில் பி ட்ராவல்ஸ் த்ரூ லிக்விட்ஸ். அண்ட் தேர்ட் ஒன், sound it will be travels through string. Sound it will be travels through string. What's the way? I explain one activity to explain this phenomena, that is sound will be propagate through string. Okay, to take to cardboard tube. Okay, take to cardboard tube and take to tissue paper or transparent paper. That the paper you have to making in a two circles. Then you have to fix the two circles in the bottom side of the two cardboard 2 cardboard tube எடுத்துக்கோங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு cardboard tube. Okay, cardboard tube. You have to take 2 circular paper and you have to fix the 2 circular paper at the one side. Then put one hole. Then you have to insert the thread in the one tube to another tube. Okay, 2 டியூப் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. அந்த 2 டியூப்லேயும் பாட்டம் சைடில் 2 டிஷ்யூ பேப்பரை கம் வச்சு 2 பக்கம் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. இந்த 2 டியூப்லேயுமே சின்ன சின்ன ஹோல் போடுங்க. அந்த 2 ஹோல் வழியாக ஒரு த்ரெட்டை விட்டுக்கோங்க. ஓகேவா, த்ரெட்டை வந்து டைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தென் யூ ஹேவ் டு ஸ்பீக் anything in the one side of the tube. Then you have to ask your friend to hear the sound in the another one tube. Okay, so you speak something, the sound it will be travels through the string it will be converted the sound into the your converted and it will be reached to the your friend's ear. Okay, ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங் எடுத்துட்டு என்ன இல்லை 2 பேப்பர் கப் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. 2 பேப்பர் கப்லேயே 2 ஹோல் போட்டுக்கோங்க. ஓகே, taking the 2 paper cups and put the hole at the bottom and take one thread to the 2 ends of the paper cup and then you have to say something in the one side of the paper cup and then you have to ask your friend to the another one side of the paper cup and then you have to hear the sound in both sides. You tell anything, your friend can hear your voice bypass on through the string. Okay, so string is always travel the also propagate the sound. Okay, then 4th one, sound cannot travel in vacuum. Cannot travel in vacuum. Cannot travel in vacuum. We made one experiment. We make one experiment to explain that this topic. Taking one bell jar. Okay, taking one bell jar. Taking one bell jar. Okay, okay, we fix one bell. Okay, this is bell. We fix one bell. The bell is attached with one battery. Okay, the bell is attached with the one battery, that is called battery. Okay, bell having one hammer. Okay, bell is a bell jar. Bell. Okay, that the bell jar bell it will be connected with the battery and the bottom side one vacuum pump is there. Vacuum pump. Okay, so bell jar experiment is there. Bell jar experiment, sound cannot travel through vacuum means, so first we are taking the jar. Okay, so we keep the bell is inside of the jar. The bell it will be attached with the battery. The battery it will be on, switched on. Bell it will be ringing. The sound it will be heard at the outside. But on the time you have to remove the air is inside of the jar by using the vacuum pump. You have to remove the air from the jar by using the vacuum pump. Decreasing amount of air, decreasing the sound level. So the air will be the very good conductor of sound. So air can travel the sound. Okay, without the air, bell it will be ringing, but the sound it will be cannot hear at the outside. So in the vacuum, without the air, in the vacuum sound cannot travel. So sound can travel, definitely need a medium. Okay, sound வந்து வெளியில வரணும்னா அதுக்கு கண்டிப்பா மீடியம் வேணும். So sound cannot travel through vacuum. Cannot travel in vacuum. So using the bell jar experiment, we are taking the bell jar. We keep the bell is inside of the jar. And then we connect one battery in the one side of the bell. The battery it will be on, the bell it will be ringing. With the air, the bell sound it will be here at the outside. We using the vacuum pump, the air it will be completely expelled from the, completely extract from the cylinder. So extract from the bell sound does not hear because no air is there. Some vacuum only is there, so sound cannot travel through vacuum. So propagation of sound can travel through solids and sound can travel through liquids. Sound can travel through string but cannot travel in vacuum. So okay, so first the production of sound, I explained some examples to explain the production of sounds and propagation of sounds. Sound can travel through solids. You take you keep your ear on the table, scratch the table, the scratching sound it will be travel through the table and then easily hear your ear. Okay, liquids, you keep your ear on the top side of the water container, you ring the bell is the inside of the water container, the sound will be heard on the top side of the water level. That is, the sound will be heard by travel through the liquids. And string, the sound will be travels through string. Okay, sound will be traveled through string means making two paper cup, it will be attached with one thread. The sound it will be making is on one side and sound will be here at the outer another one side. Sound will be traveled through the string, and the sound cannot be traveled through in vacuum. We will be using the bell jar experiment to explain that sound cannot travel through vacuum. Okay, this is the production and propagation of sound. And next I explain that how do we hear sound. How do we hear sound? How do we hear sound? First I explain how do we create sound. Now how do we hear sound? How do we hear sound? Our ear having the three segments or three parts. Okay, outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Outer ear, suppose the ear is there. Okay, ear, this is the outer ear. Okay, outer ear just collect the sound. Okay, outer ear just collect the current, just collect the sound. And then is the ear canal. Okay, that is the ear canal. The ear canal, it will be this is the way the sound it will be travel. Okay, then this is the middle ear having one eardrum. This is the middle ear having eardrum. Eardrum is nothing but just a elastic membrane. The sound it will be collect from the outer ear. The sound it will be travels in the ear canal, and the sound it will be fall on the eardrum. Eardrum is just elastic membrane, so it will be vibrate. The sound it will be amplified. இங்கே போய் விழுந்தோடனே இந்த மெம்பரைன் வந்து வைப்ரேட் ஆகி the sound it will be amplified and it will be goes on to the sound will be goes on to the cochlear part. It's a cochlea. This is the inner ear. Okay, so ear it will be classified into three parts: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Outer ear and middle ear and inner ear. Outer ear having the outer part, so just collect the current. Just collect the sound. Sound it will be travel through the ear canal, and the middle ear having the one eardrum. Eardrum is nothing but just elastic membrane. That's the elastic membrane to be vibrate, the sound to be amplified. And after this amplified sound, it will be passed on to the cochlea. Cochlea it will be checked, and then it will be travels the sound by using the nerves muscles. By using the nerves muscle, the cochlea, the sound it will be travels the nerves muscles to brain. Okay, so the cochlea muscles will be travel the sound to the brain. Okay, so this is the outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. And the inner ear la pogode sound vandu appdi nera brain ku perum. Brain it will be analyze the what's the sound I hear. Okay, so outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Outer ear having the outer part, this is just collect the current, and inner ear having the eardrum just called as just elastic membrane. That the membrane it will be vibrate and to amplify the sound. The amplified sound it will be passed on to the cochlea. The cochlea it will be having the nerves muscles. The nerves muscle will be transfer the sound to the brain. Okay, this is the way we will hear the sound in day-to-day life. Doctor advised that don't put the sharp edged objects to your ear, because the sharp object will be easily affect the elastic membrane in the eardrum. Eardrum easily affect pannu. Okay, so eardrum just damage, one hole it will be produced, the sound cannot heard easily. So one hole it will be produced in the elastic membrane. The elastic membrane does not vibrate easily. The sound cannot be amplified. The sound it will be little bit sound it will only we hear. So don't avoid the sharp object will be used to put on your ear. Okay, உன்னோட இயர்க்குள்ளே ஷார்ப்பான ஆப்ஜெக்டை ஏன் போடக்கூடாதுன்னு டாக்டர்ஸ் அட்வைஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னா, நீங்கள் வைக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த இயர்ட்ரமில் போய் படும். இந்த இயர்ட்ரம் என்ன செய்யும், லைட்டான பிளாஸ்டிக் மாதிரியான இயர்ட்ரம் தான். ஸோ இயர்ட்ரம் வந்து ஈஸியாக டேமேஜ் ஆகும். டேமேஜ் ஆனால் என்ன செய்யும், அதால் வைப்ரேட் ஆகி சவுண்டை வந்து ஆம்ப்ளிஃபை பண்ண முடியாமல் போயிடும். ஆம்ப்ளிஃபை பண்ணலைன்னா கோக்லியா பாட்டுக்கு வந்து போகாது, கரெக்டான சவுண்ட் வந்து போகாது. ஸோ பிரைனால் ஈஸியாக அனலைஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. திஸ் இஸ் த ஒர்க்கிங் ஆஃப் அன் இயர். ஓகே, தென் ஹவு டு மேக் அன் eardrum, simple eardrum. How to make an simple eardrum. How to make simple eardrum. Okay, so eardrum means take one glass. Okay, take one glass, you fix one plastic rubber sheet. Plastic rubber sheet will be fixed at the top side of the tumbler. Okay, top side of the tumbler, and then you have to ensure that the plastic will be finely fixed on the top side by using the sellotape or glue. You have to fix the top sheet of the tumbler. Okay, so some rice grind will be put to the top elastic membrane. The top la irukkudiya elastic membrane mela sila food grains vandu neenga potu vechukonga. Then you have to use one sauce pan or any one pan. You have to beat by using any one spoon or a metal stick. Okay, the sound it will be pass on to the membrane. The membrane to be vibrate. The food grains will be pushing the upside. அதாவது நீங்கள் ஒரு கிளாஸ் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, அது மேலே ஒரு மெட்டல் பிளாஸ்டிக் ஷீட்டை வச்சு நல்லா கவர் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. The plastic stretch membranes will be fixed on the top side of the tumbler, and the top side of the tumbler having some rice grains. You have to use one saucepan by beating the saucepan by using the metal stick or anything. So the saucepan to be vibrate to produce a sound. The sound it will be pass on to the elastic membrane. Elastic membrane to be vibrate. The rice grain will be jumped on the elastic membrane. This is the same way the eardrum it will be function in your ear. Okay, so this is the same way easily make the eardrum. Okay, so in the today's session we had discussed what's the sound, what the way the sound to be produced. Okay, what the way the sound to be produced, what the way the sound it will be propagate, what are the way the sound to be produced, ma? The vibrating any one object, the sound to be produced. That's the way the production of sound it will be in various objects. Then propagation of sound means the sound it will be propagate through solids and liquids and string and cannot travel through vacuum. Also I explained that propagation of sound. What's the way the sound to be created by humans? By using the vocal cords, larynx part. Vocal cords vibrate, the air it will be coming from the lungs. One who speaks, the air will be coming from the lungs. The air it will be passed on to the slit through the vocal cords. The vocal cords to be vibrate to the sound to be heard. Okay, and then what the way the sound to be hear, sound can hear. How do we hear sound? How do we hear sound? Three parts in the ear, in our ear: outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Outer ear just collect the sound. Middle ear having the eardrum. Eardrum to be vibrate to produce the sound. Sorry, to amplify the sound. And inner ear having the cochlea part. The cochlea part will be travels the sound, okay, to the brain. And how to make is a simple eardrum. Eardrum by using the one tumbler, and the tumbler it will be the top side will be one elastic sheet will be fixed. Elastic sheet having some rice grains. Then you have to beat any one saucepan by the metal stick. Definitely the sound it will be produced. The sound it will be falling to the plastic membrane. The plastic membrane to be vibrate, and the food grains will be jumped on the elastic membrane. That is called eardrum. This is the way you have to easily make the eardrum. So that all are discussed in the today's session. Okay, so homework for this today's session, home assignment for today's session. Home assignment. Learn and write the activity. Learn and write the activity to show that. Learn and write the activity to show that a sound can travel through liquids. Okay. Learn and write the activity to know, to show that the sound can travel through liquids. You have to learn and write. Okay. Thank you.